How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. Born to battle. Storm just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the sun shines bright, that's where we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. TGIF to each and every one of y'all watching this video. And since the 2026 schedule has come out yesterday, all the talking heads have been given their perspective for the Dallas Cowboys and their prediction on the schedule. Funny how teams like the Houston Texans or the Philadelphia Eagles or even the Green Bay Packers don't get these same type of breakdowns each and every year. Hey, but it is what it is. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all from First Take. And then you know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to what Ryan Clark and Stephen A. Smith from First Take had to say about the Dallas Cowboys schedule.
The team is going to finish 12-5. They're going to be in the playoffs. Dak Prescott is going to be an MVP candidate, and Stephen A. is going to be sad because he's going to be waiting until the playoffs for the worst thing to happen to the worst team that he hates the most.
Oh my! Go ahead, Stephen A.
All right, couple of things. I just feel RC and Shay, in the interest of full disclosure to the American people and the First Take fans the world over, they need to know that the week of September 27th, I don't plan on being on the air. I'll be off that week. Stephen A. I'm gonna find a way to get to Rio. I'm going to Rio. Let me get that out the way right now. I mean, I don't give a damn. I got to make some calls. You understand? Get some. I'm trying to go to Rio for that game, and you know, and it ain't to see the Cowboys, but I want to go to Rio. Okay, let me get that out the way.
Jerry Jones's jet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
By the way,
that's the only call he has to make.
I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to get to Rio for that. I'm gonna be at the game, but that ain't why I'm going. Damn it.
Okay. We got it.
That's right.
Okay, we got it. Of course you're going to Rio, Stephen A. Smith. But Ryan Clark thinks that the Dallas Cowboys will have another 12-5 season? Well, I wouldn't be mad at that one bit, Cowboys Nation, but let's not get it twisted. There's some of those games that will be like what we like to call trap games built into that schedule. Also, why the hell is Stephen A. Smith going to Rio to go watch the game? Because he continuously leeches off the Dallas Cowboys' popularity, and he knows that he can get some clicks and some ratings and some views if he goes there. I tell you, Cowboys Nation, these people claim to hate the Dallas Cowboys, but will quickly hitch their wagon to the team as well as the organization. Now let's go ahead and jump into the second clip so we can hurry up and come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
RC, I agree with you. First 2 games. I agree with you the second 2 games because I think they're going to lose to Baltimore and Houston. You talk about beating the Tampa Bay, fine. I think they lose to Green Bay at Lambeau Field, okay? I think they lose to the Eagles the first go-round in Philadelphia. I got them at 3-4 at that particular moment in time, okay? From that point forward, I got them beating Arizona and Indy, so that puts them at 5-4, right? I got them losing at home to San Francisco November 15th, okay? That'll put them at 5-5. I got them beating Tennessee. I got them beating Philadelphia on Thanksgiving. That puts them at 7-5. I got them losing to Seattle December 7th in Seattle. That's going to put them at 7-6. They got the bye. I got them losing to the Rams, okay? So what did that put at 7-7, right? And then you got Jacksonville, the Giants, and the Commanders. I got them winning those 3 games. The Dallas Cowboys finished 10-7. That's what I got.
So, Stephen A. Smith has the Dallas Cowboys beating the New York Giants as well as the Washington Commanders, but losing to the Baltimore Ravens. How can he or anybody be sure right now, Cowboys Nation? There's so many question marks surrounding not only the Dallas Cowboys, but there's question marks surrounding the Baltimore Ravens as well. He did have us finishing 10-7, though. Would that be enough for the Dallas Cowboys to make it to the playoffs? I don't know. Now let's go ahead and jump into the third clip so we can hurry up and come back and unpack this raw and uncut.
All right, we're 2 off. I mean, I expect that from somebody who's a true Dallas Cowboy hater and lover all at the same time. But he knows he can't be nice to them right now. This team will be a team to me that's 12-5, 11-6 with an opportunity to go to the playoffs and make some headway if Dak Prescott plays the way we've seen him the last year.
Okay, my only thing.
And by the way, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I respectfully, because I know that I'm not down on him by any stretch of the imagination. But are we ready to say that Brian Schottenheimer is a great coach? Are we ready to say that? You said that, RC. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I think he showed last year he's an excellent play caller on the offensive side of the ball, understands the art and the science of doing that job. That was a question coming in because he wasn't the play caller the year before. It went back to what we saw when he was with the Jets, taking that team to AFC championships as an OC, and what I saw from him as a leader of men. There was a stretch for the Dallas Cowboys where it was bigger than football. It was about keeping a locker room together, keeping the morale of a team up who had lost a fallen brother. And the way that Brian Schottenheimer showed up for his players in that moment and not only kept them focused on football, but kept them focused on the things that were bigger, that shows to me that you're a man that cares about your players. And I think that goes a long way to getting professional athletes to play hard for you, to listen to you, and to buy into what you're saying.
I agree. They went through something last year.
Damn, Shay. You see how she quickly dismissed the loss of Marshawn Kneeland? Yeah, sure, they lost somebody last year. How inconsiderate can a person be, Cowboys Nation? But you know what? Y'all ready for this raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, raw and uncut.
I'm being keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
You know, Cowboys Nation, I'm not gonna front. At first glance, the Dallas Cowboys schedule looks pretty damn daunting, if you ask me. It starts out allowing the Dallas Cowboys to get their feet wet against divisional opponents, knock the bugs out, and if they can get those 2 wins, that's 2 wins in the division. I think that's pretty cool, but it gets more tougher. A tougher opponent in week 3. Week 3 through week 7 could really be taxing on our Dallas Cowboys, especially having to play 3 games in 12 days. 3 games in a 12-day span, with one of those games being an international game in Rio de Janeiro. Then you have the Bucs at home, the Packers, and then the Eagles on the road, and then you come back to AT&T Stadium for a trap game against the Arizona Cardinals, a team that we haven't had much success with in recent history. But one thing that I didn't take into consideration when I first saw this schedule was the amount of teams that we face that have a quality running back in their backfield. New York, Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Philadelphia, Arizona, the Colts, San Francisco. This Cowboys defense will certainly be tested in the run game this year. But there are a couple of bright spots when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys schedule. The fact that we have to play a number of teams who made it to the playoffs last year. It can help the Dallas Cowboys to prepare for the playoffs this year. Y'all know what they say. Iron sharpens iron. But it's funny how these talking heads will have segments such as this and will put the Dallas Cowboys in Super Bowl conversations before even seeing training camp, before even seeing preseason. But Cowboys fans are the ones that's picked on with other fan bases, and Stephen A. Smith included, talking about how we say every year, you know we going to the Super Bowl, right? They even have graphics talking about the Dallas Cowboys cycle each year. I mean, can we talk about the talking head cycle for a moment? The fact that they get on these shows and they go into the draft, they see who the Dallas Cowboys pick, gets this year's schedule, and picks the Dallas Cowboys to be Super Bowl contenders every single year. During training camp and the preseason, they build up Dallas Cowboys fans, having them think that the team is all that in the bag of chips, and when we eventually fall short, they have the "I told you so" mentality. It happens every single year, Cowboys Nation. But one part of the schedule that I do like is the end of the schedule. The fact that the Dallas Cowboys have a bye during week 14. That bye is going to be doing some heavy lifting for the Dallas Cowboys to be able to start going on a run from there. It'll give them a week to get their second win, a week to get playoff momentum behind them. Playing the Seattle Seahawks on December 7th, having that bye, and then playing the Los Angeles Rams on the 20th gives the Dallas Cowboys 13 days to get into playoff mode. That's if they work hard during the beginning and the middle of the schedule and get as many dubs as they possibly can. It's going to be important for the Dallas Cowboys to really stack those wins at the beginning of the season instead of playing catch up during the middle of the season. But it's funny how these talking heads will talk up the Dallas Cowboys during the offseason and during training camp, but will dog the hell out of them during the regular season. On top of that, I can honestly see how a casual fan would see how it's all about the quarterback, because that's the exact narrative they continue to peddle on these shows. How it's up to Dak Prescott. How many times did we hear about Dak Prescott during this segment? If you go watch the full segment, they say Dak Prescott's name a lot. If Dak Prescott remains healthy, if Dak Prescott can play like he did in 2025. On some real-ish, Cowboys Nation, the question marks isn't surrounding the offense. We know what we have on the offense. We've seen what we have on the offense. The question marks all have to do with the defensive side of the ball. If the Dallas Cowboys defense can turn it around and have a season to where they're at least top 15 in the league, I can see the Dallas Cowboys truly making a run for the playoffs and potentially a run in the playoffs. And as it stands right now, I'm not going to make a schedule prediction until we know who's making it on the 53-man roster. We haven't even started training camp, and talking heads have us at 10-7 or 12-5. I want to see what we're working with first, Cowboys Nation. I want to see how they look out on the practice field. I want to see the team during joint practices as well as during the preseason before I make a prediction on this year's schedule. But I truly hope that the Dallas Cowboys can bounce back into contention this year. It's been a long 2 years of not making the playoffs. It's been a long 2 years of having a losing record throughout the season. It's time to get back into the swing of things and to get back to where everyone in Cowboys Nation knows that this team should be. So let's continue to see how this team shapes up, Cowboys Nation. If they decide to bring in more talent and who makes the active roster before we even start worrying about if the team can contend for a Super Bowl or not. I'm not telling you to not have any hopium. I'm not telling you not to predict on the schedule just because I'm not. Y'all go ahead, fan the way y'all want to fan. I'm just going to reserve the right to see things for myself before I make any decisions on how the 2026 season may turn out. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Cowboys Nation, what did you think about what Stephen A. Smith and Ryan Clark had to say on First Take? Do you agree or disagree with their takes on the schedule for our Dallas Cowboys? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help the channel reach its current goal of 20,000 subscribers, drop a like on this video, share it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan, and if you're on your mobile device and you haven't used them up yet, make sure you hype this video. Doing so will help get the content out to Cowboys fans. They'll come over to the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel and want to become Angry Cowboys fans themselves. And if you are DC for life and you hope that we can win the NFC East this year, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, releasing another video, podcast episode, or film breakdowns. You can catch the Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay on my other channel, the Angry Cowboys Fan Gaming Channel. I'll make sure I put the link to that as well as the gamer tag in the description. And the last thing I want to say in this video is directed to Shay, the moderator of First Take right now. Shay, Can you have a little bit more compassion for the brother that the Dallas Cowboys lost last year? I mean, she seemed pretty dismissive when Ryan Clark spoke about Marshawn Kneeland. That rocked Cowboys Nation, the Cowboys fans, but most importantly, it rocked Marshawn Kneeland's family. During a time where empathy is hard to come by, don't be that asshole. Please and thank you. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And if you're going through things, always ask for help. And I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.